On today's show, how do you find a plumber in Houston?
Who told you we're plumbers? We're plumbers.
I'm John Eccles.
Richard Sod. Question of the day, right?
Absolutely.
We're all going to the internet to find goods and services, get things done at the house, buy things I need for the house, right?
That's right.
I'm Googling plumbers near me, plumbers in Houston. I need a plumber.
Yeah.
And how do I find a plumber? But really what you should be asking is you should be looking or asking, how do I find a good plumbing company?
That's right.
There is a big difference between a plumber and a plumbing company. So what do we do, John? How do we find somebody? I need help. I need it now. I don't ever use a plumber or it should be a plumbing company, right? I don't ever use them. How do I find them?
So, most people, after they go to Google and they put that search in, plumber near me, plumbers in Houston, whatever the search is that they're looking for, normally gives you a list, and it normally shows you some adequate folks. First thing is that you want to make sure that I'm with you, it should be a plumbing company, not a plumber. There's a big distinct difference in that. There's guys out there that know plumbing, but they might not be qualified, as the state would say, as a plumbing company. And the big worry is there, if you get a one-van guy, solo guy, and he comes and does your plumbing, one, are you sure that he has the insurance to back it up? Right, that's a big deal. Mm-hmm. Is he insured? So if he damages something in your home, he's going to have, the adequate coverage for that. Two, man, a smaller company like that, you're just so weary that if they do any sort of work that requires warranty work and something doesn't go right, part gets worn out, it's a manufacturer defect, whatever it is, are they going to be around to suffice and take care of that warranty?
Let me tell you something a little bit more scary, actually. And this happens. If you don't have the proper licensing, John and I are both master plumbers, but that doesn't mean we can come do work at your house. We cannot. We have to have a company behind us to be able to do work at your house.
Well, technically we can.
We cannot.
We have a plumbing company.
But okay, I see how you're thinking. We have a plumbing company, yes.
If we were solo.
If we were solo.
If we weren't Nick's Plumbing.
Right. We can't just go do work at your house. Now, in saying what you're saying, if you've got an individual that has insurance, right, that doesn't mean that his insurance is going to cover the damage that he creates by any stretch of the means. It also means if you've got to pick it up with your insurance, they might not pay either.
Yeah.
Because if you're not hiring a plumbing company and you're hiring a guy with a plumbing license, but it still makes him a handyman because he doesn't have all the required legal authority to hold himself out as a plumbing company, your insurance can still deny the claim. There's a whole host of issues that can happen to you. You have no idea what we've seen through the years that can actually happen.
Absolutely.
So when you're Googling plumbers near me, right?
Yep.
You've got a list of tons of different companies that are coming up. They're coming up on the first page, second page. It just keeps going.
You got some options.
Right? You got some options.
The funny thing is, I don't think that you have a lot of them. I know that
there's not.
I know that there's a lot on the page. There really is. But I think when it comes down to the adequate options that you really have, it comes down to a handful. And the reason why I say that is if you take out the one-offs and you look at the plumbing companies, things that you're really going to look for, we tell all of our customers, and I'm sure that everybody does this. I do this when I shop for a lot of things. You look at reviews. So you want a company that has several reviews right? Not 5. You want someone that has enough reviews that you deem is worthy of calling them. Okay, they've obviously serviced some people. They've been in some homes. Now you can get a good, almost report card of how that company is. You know, obviously a lot of people use Google. Google's very popular, Google reviews. You know, so not only are you looking for good reviews, you're looking for a number of reviews. Someone that has 1 5-star review, to me, is not as good as someone that's a 4.8 with 500 reviews.
Yeah,
You
or
know?
even a 4.5.
Yeah, even that.
Yeah, I mean, anything over a 4.2 is good.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to make everybody happy all the time.
Right.
That is not possible. But what you want is enough people reviewing a company,
Right.
specifically the plumbing company, so you can make a good decision.
Yeah, so that report card looks solid. You know, the other great thing about Google is they have Google verified companies now. And I don't know if anybody knows what that is or not, but let me educate you real fast. These are companies that have been vetted by Google, that Google says, yes, this is a good company. They have great withstanding with their customer base. Google actually gives them, the customer, some sort of a insurance if they go through that avenue. Right?
They do.
Yeah, which is a pretty neat thing. So if you get a chance, you need to look that up, Google verified companies, and there's like a little thing that you can click on it tells you the whole rigmarole about them.
Hey, guess what? We're Google certified.
We are Google certified.
And verified.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
No,
It was
it's
tough.
not easy.
It's tough, the hurdles and hoops they make you gonna jump through for that. So beyond reviews now. So now you got a couple good reviews companies, right? Everybody's looking good. What's the next thing you want? Man, I like companies that I know that have been around a while, right? So I want companies that have been established. They've been around. They're not going anywhere. They're embedded. They're owned here, right? That's another thing. I know that there's a couple companies that have out-of-state ownership, or the license holder's out of state, but he has a license here, but he's not even here. You know, for us, you know, we think that it's important that the ownership is within earshot to be able to make decisions for their customers. You know, we're very fortunate. Not only does ours live in the state of Texas, he lives here in Houston, Mr. Saad here, right? He's the owner, so it's great to have that personal connection with the community, and knowing that's big to me. You know, Nick's Plumbing's been around since 1979. That's a good track record.
Right? I always like the statement John tells people. He shops at Kroger. Last thing I want to do is get flogged at Kroger.
That's right. That's right, Richard. Hey, I tell what brought me to Nick's, and this is one of the greatest things in the world, and I'll tell the story really fast, is, you know, when I was searching for a plumber near me, right, I came in, and I tell everybody, they've been in business since 1979. The owner lives here in the community, services the community. He will be shopping at the same Kroger that you are, and he is not going to want to get ran over by a customer over a bad dispute. So we have that connection with our city, which is awesome. You know, some of the other things that you want to look for that also kind of vary, and I've seen this happen, is the head of the company will be licensed, but no one else will.
Right.
That's not good. That's not good.
That's also illegal.
Yeah. You know.
And that's another reason insurance companies will deny your claim. You know, they'll make us show our license, and they'll make the guy working at your house show his license.
That's right.
So we all get dinged the same.
That's right.
Right? But if we put somebody out at your house that didn't have one, from that standpoint, insurance can deny the claim.
That's right. You know, and the state of Texas has all varying degrees of licenses. There's 4 or 5 that you can hold to do 4 or 5 different things, you know, depending on what they're doing at your home. You know, it starts from drain cleaning that goes up to, you know, stuff that people that can work in a residential home versus people that can work in a commercial establishment or a multifamily kind of apartment style place, all the way up to master plumbers. And then responsible master plumbers are the guys that, you know, are supposed to own companies, run companies. They have all the lawful paperwork in order and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So is it not only important to understand that you're working with someone that has an RMP, a responsible master plumbing license, but you also want to make sure that they have guys in the field that are experienced, trained, and licensed by the state to do the work for you and do it correctly. That's the whole point of that, is protect you, the homeowner, on, you know, so when you're searching that plumber near me and you get 25 to 40 people per page, I got to be honest with you, there's probably, you know, 2 or 3 of those, maybe 4, 5 at the most, that I would say are adequate. You know, there's probably more than that.
And
if I
legitimate.
think about, yeah, but you know, the guys that have all that stuff in the thing. The problem is that our market and our industry is saturated with people that don't qualify for that, and it's hard for you, the customer, to tell that difference. I was talking to a customer the other day about some pricing, and they want to get some other pricing, which was fine. You know, like we always say, what do? We want to share our knowledge with our customers. And I was telling them some of this. They said, man, I never thought about that. I need to ask X, Y, Z. I said, yeah, you do. Because all it is your protection.
Absolutely.
You know, that's all that is.
Absolutely.
And so whenever you're searching, and this goes for anything, I would think, you know, anything that you search for on the internet these days, you want to vet and make sure that when you're talking about you're letting someone in your home, right, which is a valuable asset for every one of us.
Spending your hard-earned money.
Yep, and I mean, it could be a small repair of $100. It could be a giant project of tens of thousands of dollars. If I'm doing that, I'm gonna need to know that I'm crossing my check marks off the list. Okay, they got good reviews, they're verified. For me, they're, you know, I prefer to go local as long as they have a good established background. I want to make sure that they're here. They're not going to go anywhere. They're going to be able to take care of my warranty work if it comes up. All those things are huge. They're insured if they do make a mess.
Very important.
You know.
So there is another way. They can also, you guys can go to the Texas State Board of Plumbing Examiners, and you can look me up. You can look John up. You can look up the company that you're wanting to use, making sure that the insurance is put up with the state.
That's right.
Because we have to put insurance up at the state level. You can make sure that our license is current. That's another issue. People that have licenses, if they go out of being current, you hire them, they're doing illegal plumbing work, something goes wrong, your insurance can deny you as well. Their insurance isn't going to pay. So it's left on you again. There's a whole host of things to think about around that.
Absolutely. You know, when we first started doing this show, we always said that we were doing this to give y'all knowledge. And this is probably one of the most important shows that I could say in education that we could give our customers is this one right here. You go to the internet, you search plumbers near me, whole list comes up. Vet, make sure you're asking the questions and you're crossing off your checklist before even having them come out. It's very important.
And don't ever forget, the lowest price could cost you the most.
Oh, I like that. I've never heard. That's really
You haven't
good.
heard that?
No, that's awesome, though.
The lowest price can cost you the most.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, and I think we all make mistakes as humans.
Yeah.
You know, I have definitely hired people to help me at my house that hasn't turned out very well, but they're non-licensed professions.
Yeah.
You know, let's just take, for an example, a tile guy, right?
Yeah.
And the outcome has not been what I wanted. The work is not of the quality that I want. It happens. I've even made mistakes.
That's right.
But in plumbing, you can try to avoid those mistakes by doing the things that we told you to do.
That's right. You know, and if you're not sure, the great thing is we're a phone call away. Whether you use us or not, you just want some information. Obviously, we'd love to have you as a customer if you're not one. If you are one, we want you to return. But if you just have questions, call us. We're always at the office. We're here for you. We will answer any questions and guide you the best that we can to the best of our ability.
And we will always give you a second opinion for free.
Absolutely.
We do a bunch of those.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
Thank y'all so much.